Hey guys, we're back with a new sponsor show. Woohoo! New show, it's exciting. And this is like 12 Monkeys. So, yeah, I'm excited just because I love the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, you need to go watch it after this, okay? It's amazing. But I guess if you're here, you've probably seen the movie. So, I don't know. Maybe. It's Terry Gilliam. I mean, do I need to say more? It's amazing. With Bruce Willis, Brad Pitt. It's great. So I didn't know there was a show until like very recently, and I've been meaning to watch it, but it's great that when you're reacting to shows, it's very hard. It's very hard because you're like, should I just watch it by myself or should I just wait? What should I do? It's the same with movies. Like, do I just watch it or do I just wait until like I can react to it? It's just yeah. So here I am. I actually waited. I have no idea what to expect of the show. I feel like it's gonna follow the same kind of plot points. As a guy that's kind of like time traveling to I don't remember the movie that much. Like I remember that he's in the future, and the future is kind of like post-apocalyptic situation because of some virus that took over and killed half the population, and the rest were living underground. And then he had to go to the past to figure out what happened and stop it from happening. And a lot of shit happened. Like it got messy. And I remember when COVID, first hit, and we were told to stay indoors, and I had to leave my house to go take care of something with my visa. I don't remember exactly what it was. And I was walking in downtown Prague, and there were like two people there in the metro, and then just walking around, and it was the most bizarre thing. And that movie came to mind. I remember that scene with Bruce Willis just walking around, and there was like a bear or something just like walking around. It just felt so surreal. So yeah, let's just check it out. Also, even in the Terry Gilliam
Next to
movie,
someone
it's
you love.
based. Oh. Oh.
You come find me.
Oh. Yeah, explain that.
Survivors.
Typical. This is so typical, and it's very realistic. And I feel like, I mean, it's a reason why you see it in like all these zombie movies or post-apocalyptic movies. Like all these like situation brings out the worst in humanity, right? It's like when I was watching The Walking Dead, which I didn't finish, and that's another thing. But like I remember thinking that for me, the zombies were just like the it's just the what was happening. It's just the setting, right? It's they're living in a zombie apocalypse, but the core for me was more just watching these people trying to survive and at the same time retain some level of humanity that they have, because they were like confronted with a lot of other survivors that were just completely fucked, right? And there's like we're seeing it here, like there's people like raiding. We're seeing like 28 days later, right? It always happens that people just become savages, and instead of kind of helping each other, like I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. Like there's communities, obviously, there's communities that do, but then you have the other side where they just become completely animalistic and they don't give a shit. They're just like, okay, there's no laws, there's no rules, they're just the laws that we create ourselves, and we're just gonna, and it just becomes like such a paradox, right? Because like then he ceases to exist, but then yeah, he wouldn't have never come to the past to fix things because he never existed back then. You know what I mean? It's like it makes it so complicated for my brain. There he is. Ooh, I like how that light was hitting him just then. Started something, someone else
Another one of those.
might just take over.
I study viral and bacterial modalities and their interpolation relating to biochemical applications.
He plays God.
Okay.
He's already dead. Don't you understand that? Everybody is already dead. You are already dead because of him.
Yeah, I get it, but I have a feeling that if you had done that, you would have gone back to the future and
Something is wrong.
it would have been similar. Like it would have, the virus would have still happened somehow.
1987. 28 years ago.
What?
You looked exactly the same as you do today. Army of the 12 monkeys and the world, right? Yeah, that was it. And it's hard to forget.
Is this where he gets it and then goes and looks for it?
You don't know who they are yet.
No, you just told him.
You want to see what a paradox looks like? Okay.
Oh, cool.
I mean, you'd have no reason to come for me in the first place.
She's a really good actress too. God. What's her name? Yeah, Emily Hampshire. It's going to be interesting to see her because the only thing that I've seen her in is Schitt's Creek, and it's a comedy. And this, like, to see her in this, like, deranged, you know, character, it's going to be very interesting. And usually, you know, it's very tricky sometimes to me with like the when they're swapping, because it really changes the character. Like it you can't say, oh, like now this character who used to be a male now is a female and is the same character. Like it's very like, no, females and males are different. But that only like happens if it's like a really, like it's a main character, right? With like more like specific goals. I feel like in this case, I like in the movie, like Brad Pitt, it had an important part of the film, but it wasn't like that specific that it's going to affect anything. Like because we didn't get to see anything like emotional from him. Like he didn't really have a lot of interactions with other characters where you can tell like the difference between like the sexes. So in this case, it doesn't really matter. I feel like it's going to be interesting to see her playing this role. I'm very excited about that, actually. For a second there, I thought they were going to like completely take this character out and make that whole like, oh, I met you in 1987, when he met Jeffrey in the mental institution. But I think they're doing that, you know, the same, only like it's a girl now, which, yeah. And because I've seen the movie, I know where this is kind of heading, but I also know that it's not going to be 100% the same. So, you know, obviously they did a lot of different things in this episode that will change the direction of where the story goes, and I can't wait to see it because the whole idea of it is really great. Let me hold on. Okay, so I guess you can see it. Is this the whole? Yeah, you can see the full film on YouTube. It's very interesting. If I remember correctly, it's just stills. It's 1962 French science fiction featurette, and yeah, it's like it has the same story, but that's what the movie is based on, and then the show is based on the movie. I don't know if it's based on a book prior to that, but yeah, it's a still image film. So I recommend it if you like, you know, if you want to see it. But yeah, as far as the first episode of the show, very intriguing. I like the pacing is really good. And as always, right, it creates this whole confusion, but in a really good way, where like something happens, you're like, oh, that's how it's gonna affect this in the future, right? I love that shit, even though it kind of blows my mind because I don't understand 100%. But just that part when he's like confused, it's like, I met you before, and then you told me that you were looking about for like the 12 monkeys, and it's kind of like you inserted that idea into someone that had no previous recollection of it, and then you like created, it's like self-fulfilling prophecy, right? But then in the future, you like that person tells you about it, like a version of you that has no idea, so you can go back and instill this information to that same person. Is really right. It's a mess. It's a mess. But it's a great mess, I think. So yeah, I really like the actors. They've chosen really good actors in this. Um, yeah, like is it Aaron? I remember him from X2, and I thought that he was really good. And I always really excited to see characters outside of their element. You know, if there's an actor that's known for their comedies, and then all of a sudden you just throw them in a drama, and then they just excel and they just completely change, you know, characters. Like Ben Stiller has really good dramas, actually. It's really good. And yeah, I've never seen him in something this intense, so it's great to see the range of actors, um, and what their potential is, what they're able to do. Because a lot of the times they surprise the hell out of me, and I can't wait. Like he really surprised me in this. I would not never expected, like from seeing him, you know, and I know he was like a lot younger in the movie, but yeah, and I've seen her in something too, but I can't put my finger on where I've seen her, but she's also very good. So yeah, I really, really liked it. So I'm looking forward to, you know, continuing this journey. I don't know how many seasons there are. I think there's 5 or something. And it's great because like the film is very complex, and even though it's very well made, you know, it's from start to finish, it's good pacing and it does make sense. It really, it's a really good story for it to extend on it. You know what I mean? Like you can actually get a lot from it because of, you know, you're searching for, you know, this virus and someone that created the virus, a group that is going to influence something that's going to damage the population, like the, you know what I mean? Like there's so much that you can throw in there that is very easy to extend it. So I'm very curious to see how they extend it for like 5 whole seasons, right? Because you go from a 30-minute movie, still film, to a full feature film, to a 5-season show. That's like, you know, so I'm curious to see how they're going to do that. So yeah, thanks guys for watching this, and I'll see you on the next one. So as usual, you know, every other Thursday, we'll see you. We'll see you with 12 Monkeys. Very exciting. Bye. Hey guys, we're back with another episode of 12 Monkeys. I was pleasantly surprised that this show is that as good as it is. I didn't really have any expectations because I don't know. I've been disappointed before when movies are turned into television shows and they're just like, I'm not gonna name any names, but because I really can't think of an example right now, but it has happened, and I was just like, nay, 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 this is not good. Um, but this one is great. I really love the actors, the way that the story's going. They've done some changes to the story from the movie, but I feel like they're necessary changes if we're going to tell a longer story. Yeah, because it's not just a 2-hour movie. This is an actual show of like what, 4 seasons. I don't know. So they have to switch things around, right? And it's good because they have the opportunity to expand and take their time with certain things. But at the same time, I really like that it just started right away, with the bulk of like the main chunk of the story. Like it didn't just wait around. Like it threw you right in the middle of it, and now you can expand it and take your time with it. So I don't know. I'm very curious and excited to see where this is going and what other changes they're gonna make, and how this is gonna turn out. Is that what she says? 12 monkeys.
It has always been there.
Yeah. Why didn't you do it before?
And why there were no charges. Why we never even made it to the station. Then I'll tell you all about Cole. The
Yeah,
symbol
that's
appeared in
very
Rio de
sus.
Janeiro.
Oh.
You gotta be shitting me.
Right on the money. Bitch, can't you do one thing right? Not even.
I don't want to do this to you. I don't. But if you ignore this message and make some attempt to get some sort of weapon or scream or contact the authorities, then I will.
Message received.
And to those you care about.
Something broke inside me.
But I do wonder why you're here. All that brutality. You haven't found it either.
12's not primary.
Oh. Wait, so he hasn't met him yet?
Bring her.
I know.
Would you be?
But then it'd be like, maybe he's supposed to get her involved. And by getting her involved is what makes this all happen, right? Like, what if she just like stops and if she goes back to her normal life, then she's not gonna be like focused on this. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I don't know, risky either
But I'm
way.
not giving you this mission.
It's like some drug.
I sent him on that route.
No, not your fault. You know how crazy things got after the quarantine.
We're here, but it's different.
I need to go back to 2014.
The following year, she might never go to the hotel and save your life from your gunshot wound. Do you understand that?
I got it.
Tu veux qu'on l'aide?
Yeah.
Those meds you told me about.
Painkillers, antibiotics. If they're sealed, we can use them.
Okay. Henri. Thank you.
Oh my god.
No one can get out. No one. If anyone tries to, all the cops just shoot them.
Dr. Rayleigh, you need a break.
Because of her, and that was insane. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but I really like the pacing and how this is moving on, and I really like that we're having this whole like back and forth between the main storyline, which is trying to find this virus and stopping it from destroying the world, but at the same time there's things that are happening in the
JFK.
dude, stop being
He's
so
got twice
like
our number. Don't underestimate him.
yeah, the
Take
hubris.
Mr. Cole and Mr. Ramsey with you up top.
Yeah, so
Missions,
swallow your fucking pride for 2 seconds. Because you're not a one-man army. Okay? Last I checked, you're not the freaking Terminator, so...
How's Cassie? Belongs to the immune, to us.
So you just took it upon yourself.
For nothing.
I mean, she has a point.
It's over. They already took their shit. Let's move on.
Careful, Ramsey.
We got everything we need.
Oh,
Go! But Ramsey has to go.
You let him live, create an enemy.
Now, I could do it. But it would be worse. I'd have to make an example out of him.
Like out of the ashes of things and, you know, the disasters and everything, there's always that one narcissist.
You're not alone anymore.
That rises to the occasion. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Holy shit. Salutations, my friend Cole. Look at you. Yours haven't changed you a bit.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What day is it? Is it Wednesday? I'm a survivor, and I'm doing it a hell of a lot better than you or I ever did on our own. Okay, you don't get it, man. Deacon understands what the world is.
Deacon's taking for power. Okay, he's murdering because he likes it. Whatever this world is now, it shouldn't be this, man.
I respect all these people that like are doing their best to survive in these conditions, because I would be like, you know, you shoot me. I don't want to do this. Every time I feel like mildly inconvenient, you know, I'm just like, nope, I give up.
Man, I gotta get out of here tonight.
I'm tapping out.
Lights. Chocolates on your pillow? Got your own little piece of civilization.
Okay, so he's the one that told them about the tunnels. Is there a plan behind it? Does he have like a contingency plan?
This stuff will get you talking.
Oh.
And after, you are gonna beg me to beat you again. Have a nice trip, Cole. Long haul.
You don't understand that, right?
Deacon's just gonna wear you down. You might as well tell him how to get into that place and he'll kill you faster.
No, I can't do that. No, they're gonna kill Ramsey. On the south side of the building, it's a tunnel system.
Okay.
Overgrown. You have to go there. You have to warn them. Ask to speak to Ramsey. He'll believe you. He'll believe you.
Was that so hard? Tell the men to get ready.
Oh, God damn it.
We're moving out before dawn.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Thank you.
You stupid bitch.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's the smart thing to tell someone that's about that has a weapon.
I don't know.
Why? Because he left and didn't call you? Like, get over it.
I am 1-7.
No, you're not. You never were. Get me out of here. There's still time.
No, see, I don't owe you a damn thing.
Where's the facility?
This way. We're gonna have to run.
Okay. And that's why he asked, like, where have you been, right? Oh.
Cole!
Is it gonna do something? That's what that was. Cool.
Ramsey, you alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, that's why he didn't answer.
Ramsey!
What is this?
I'll explain it to you later. Look, if we don't move right now, Jones is gonna die. Come on.
Just kill this guy. It's gonna last forever. I already see it. He's never gonna die. He's gonna. How many seasons are this?
Jones says the only reason that happened was the damage to the machine. Short jump like that. She couldn't do it again if she wanted to. Who knows?
If that's true, then why undo it at all?
Good point. Good point. Then what are you doing? What are you trying to do?
Listen, you need help. I want you to talk to her. And I want you to bring up your friend.
The one who eats blondes for breakfast.
Yes, him. Seriously. Take a shot.
I mean, you know, everything's going to hell anyways, unless you stop it, so might as well.
Well, listen, I have been all over this, and it took me a little bit longer than I would have liked because I did it by myself.
I know. I keep doing this. Coming and going. Like what you said before I left, you're right.
Cole.
So if you want to know about me, I'll tell you. There's a little town just outside Philadelphia. It's not that far away from here. That's where I was born.
Did you find something up?
I found it.
Yeah, it's like terrible timing.
I found it. I found the night room.
Good. What would you do without her?
This thing falls in the wrong hands. Brimstone, horsemen, zombies, crazy clowns.
See?
Party's over.
Zombies, crazy clowns. I don't know. It just...
For who? For Margaret?
For everyone.
Okay. I probably should have waited.
Last time. Tell us how to find
I should have.
I didn't have a choice. Jennifer?
Honeymoon over.
I don't want to see it. Please don't make me see it.
Jennifer. Jennifer, it's me. It's Cole.
I mean, and stuff, so he was the one responsible for it, but after his death, it still happened. So I would kind of like assume that they would find it through Jennifer because that's the only way to find it right now. But yeah, I wonder if they're...
We're here. This time.
He's such a good actor. Everything he's on is just
All the Merkage
A+.
boys are coming in with their guns. And again, because you've already made inroads here and Daddy's tin soldier's got a 20-minute turnaround, so... Chop, chop.
Jennifer, you deceived us.
Shit no, son. I'm honest Abe. I'm chopping down cherry trees. Hey, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I cannot tell a lie, so I told you half the truth.
On the other hand.
Hey, Daddy?
So that's a secret.
what's up with this
Yeah, I
bug
forgot
and
to
the
tell you.
rats and stuff.
Cole killed my daddy? Cole killed my daddy!
Gosh, he's
outta
so
here.
good. Nice. Wait, did the virus, did the thing burn? Right, it was in there, so I'm assuming it did. So now what?
Cassie!
Oh, Cassie. Where is it? I can't see. Oh, no. Oh, shit. If she's not... I don't know. Anything can happen. So, yeah. We'll see. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Right, because, like, they go outside and then he leaves in front of her. Which does not help her psychosis and paranoia. Actually be helpful because I don't feel like the other guy, like Deacon, would have approved anything.
Hey. I'll see you on the flip side.
This was like this was better than I anticipated because I thought it was gonna be Deacon and we're gonna have a problem. And we're gonna have to do this like in.
You okay? Stick to the plan.
No, bitch, you shot me.
Thank you.
Good episode. I wonder how they're gonna manage to like stretch this to like that many seasons. I know it doesn't have like, it's not 22 episode show, thank God, because that's just too much. But still, like 4 seasons is a lot considering, you know, the implications and all the like things. Like he doesn't have that many jumps, so it means that at some point they're going to have to fix that or change the storyline to something else where he doesn't need to jump as much. But then, you know, that's the whole point of the story. So I'm not sure how they're gonna manage to do it. If they're gonna end up like trying to stop the virus from spreading in a certain way and then another way comes up, which is very possible, right? Because all these things always find a way, right? You think you can stop progress, even if like progress is, you know, bad and it has like consequences and things. But you know, it's always gonna happen some way or another. People are gonna figure things out and use things for their own gain. And if this virus is meant to happen, then it's meant to happen, and no matter how many times you try to stop it, at some point it's, you know, someone's gonna spread it at some point. So I don't know. It's interesting. It's an interesting concept, but it's also interesting to see how the actions of one person can change so much, right? Because by Cassie dying, or Cassie, sorry, Cassie dying, she never made that a call. So Cole never was saved. He died, and they, you know, the thing, what the virus was released earlier, and all this stuff happened that made for a much darker future where, you know, the time travel thing doesn't even work properly or whatever. I don't know. So yeah, we'll see what happens next. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.